Alright then, good evening, hello and welcome to the fourth race for this CityLiga season 24. Today we have the Fox in South City Classics, or a CityLiga Classic race. Also this will be two sprint races. Today we have a call-up qualifying, where the drivers will be called up by the admins and have to do 2 flying laps. So no much margin for errors there. And then we will be seeing 2 51 lap races. And because the lap here in South City is quite short, only around 42 seconds per lap, will be much action, especially with the fast chicane in the middle of the track. And we'll also see a couple of crashes. But first, let's take a look at the current championship standing. Here we have the current results. Troy, after his 3rd victory in a row in the last race, leading with 900 points, followed by Pete and Botsy. Then we have Spencer, Shooty, Kovac, Sam and Simon, Nick and Adam, the last one in the top 10. So already quite a big gap between the 1st and the 10th position. Then furthermore we have Mikey, Asko, Mati, then Esko, Mensafest, who was one of the promoted drivers out of Grid 2, Katila, Norbert M, Jan Olo also promoted out of Grid 2. And then let's have another look. Eti and Luke also drivers who got promoted out of Grid 2. Let me quickly take a look at who got promoted and relegated in after the last round. Okay, so the following drivers got relegated out of Grid 1: Mishu, Shippy, Splatterhill, Banana, Silent and Reverse, and as I already said in the last race, Mike, who got the 2nd place in the last race, with only this 2nd place managed to keep himself in Grid 1 on the 1st place that wasn't relegated. And out of Grid 2 we have the following, or out of Grid 2 and the waiting list to be precise, we have the following drivers who got promoted into Grid 1: Eti, Mensafest, Luke, Jan Ole, Klaus Adam and Jay Katila, so the young Katila. Yeah, this is what happened between the races. Now let's quickly take a look for a couple of test starts. They're still going on. Quite an impressive sound. Oh, sorry, you have no sound, sorry for that. Now you should have sound. I hope it's not too loud. If so, I could turn it down. There are 4 minutes until the qualifying starts. Maybe we get on board in the next test starts to take a look at the lap here. And you see, this lap is over quite quickly. And it looks like we are a total of 22 to 23 drivers so far. Oh, big crashes here. We'll probably see something like that also in the race, hopefully not too heavy. don't think we're going to see another start. Maybe now. I think it started or won't. Oh, look at the chaos out of the chicane. That's the thing with the chicane, you can do it flat in the qualifying, I think, but in the race it's a gamble. And if you crash on the exit, you really can't go anywhere because of this is a city track. You can't go anywhere and you're in the way of probably someone. And of course you don't want to end your race, so you're quite hesitated to just spectate to save the others, so this will be an issue in this race, I guess. But seems like we don't see another test start, so we're going to see qualifying soon. As I already said, qualifying will be 2-lap or lap qualifying with 2 flying laps because this lap is too short. Can't get the tires on temperature in just 1 out lap. See how long this takes. Will probably be around 2 drivers each time on the track with a 20-second gap, to be sure. Alright, we're 8:30. Or 9:30 UTC. +1 I had to say, I guess. Because daylight saving time was this last weekend. 7:30 then, sorry.
Channel switched. User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, seems that Dom is away, so I probably have to take over. Do the adminning, qualifying at least. So sorry if this is not the
User disconnected from your channel.
Ah, okay, da bist du.
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Okay, now that Dom is back, can start with the qualifying. First we're going to see Elmo, followed by Klaus Adam. Now we can have a look at the track here. We see the chicane that I talked about. Yeah, this track basically just consists of those three parts. First turn, chicane, and last turn. So quite a short track, but still challenging. And now Elmo is on his first timed lap. Turn 1 looked good so far. Now the chicane for the first time. A little bit of wasted space there. And now he comes. Start finish for his first timed lap. 42.2, not bad. A little bit of contact here out of turn 1. Now Klaus Adam is going to go over start finish for his first lap. For 42.6. So second place for him now. Now Dom is calling the next drivers. The second lap of Elmo will be a 41.75, not bad. Comes Klaus Adam. After the last turn. And he improved to 42.07, so second place for him for now. We have someone starting his first lap. And his first lap will be a 42.27. Third place for him right now. I think he hit the inside of the underpass. Oh, he hit the exit of the chicane. I don't think he will improve. First time of Luke, a 41.53. He takes over the lead for now. And the second lap. No improvement for someone. A little improvement, 42.2. Here's Luke coming out of the last turn for second lap. Still on the lead. Let's see if he can improve. Yes, he can. 41.11. That's a good lap. Now Fieseler, first one of the third group, starts his lap. The classic HOR Heroes of Racing skin. He's one of the promoted drivers of Grid 2. Let's see what his first lap will be. It's a 41.33. He will be second for now. Quite a nice time. Let's see if you can improve in the second lap. Oh, there's a hard contact with the wall on the exit of turn 1. Meanwhile, Becky done a 41.73. He's on third now. Oh, hard impact out of turn. Last one he gives up his lap. He's in second for now with a 41.33. Becky, his first lap was a 41.73. He's in third with this time right now. Let's see if he can improve in his second lap. No improvement. Here we see Mandula in the standard for player skin. Seems like you don't have a race green skin. Going for his first lap. Nearly clipped the exit and nearly clipped the barrier on the there out of chicane. Let's see what the time does he get out of his first lap. It's a 41.85. He's in 5th position with this time right now. Oh, misbraked in turn 1. I doubt that he can improve time with this one. Let's see. Daniel in the meantime with a 42.16. 7th place right now. Of room there. Oh, contact out of the last turn for Mandula. Can he still improve? No improvement for him there. Looks like Daniel is also out. I think he had a crash out of the chicane. Daniel, no improvement, still on 7th position, second to last for now. Now we see another driver who got promoted out of Grid 2, Jan Ole. He and Klaus Adam are the 2 BC drivers in Grid 1 now. They all started in They have at least 2 drivers in Grid 1. Now he starts his lap. I think he clipped the barrier and on the exit a little bit, but I don't think it's cost too much momentum for him. Close line through the last turn. I don't think this is good. Yeah, he drifts out of the last turn, loses a lot of momentum. I think he ruined this lap with that, and probably also the next one because he doesn't have the top speed now through the underpass. He got a 41.82. I think he could have been like 2 to 3 tenths better without this mistake. But let's see if he can improve second lap. Another contact there in the chicane. Norbert M behind him, meanwhile, with a 42.27, last place for now, but still 1 lap to go. Now, Jan Ola out of the last turn for his last qualifying lap. Let's see if he can improve. He does, a 41.68, third place for now. Here we see Norbert M. He's on last now, 10th position with a 42.27. Let's see if he can improve. Here comes the timing mark. He improved to third place with a 41.60. To get in front of Jan Ole. And now you see the heroes of racing, Menza, also one of drivers who got promoted out of Grid 2, starting his first lap. Now out of the last turn, let's see what his first time will be. It's a 42.49, last place for now, 11th, but he's still got 1 lap to go. Oh, well, he nearly turned there out of turn 1, but saved it. But that's not good for his time. In the meantime, Marty got a 42.01 and got an 8th place for now. Now let's see what Mensafest can do in the second lap. I don't think he improved to 42.43, still on 11th or 12th place. You see Marty out of the last turn for his last qualifying lap. And he jumps up to third position with a 41.58. And now we see his teammate, Asko, starting his first timed lap. Meantime, let's have a look at the current standings. We have TC Luke on pole position with a 41.11, then Fieseler, followed by Marty, Norbert M, Jan Ole, Blackie, Elmo, Mandula, Klaus Adam, Daniel, Someone and Menza. This looked like a good chicane for Asko. Now on to the last turn. Let's see what his first time will be. It's a 41.74. He's on 7th position right now. 1/100th of a second behind his teammate Blackie. And 1/100th of a second in front of Elmo, so quite close there. In the meantime, Mikey got his first lap down with a 41.85. Now let's see if Asko can improve his time. He can. He jumps up to third position with a 41.52. And here we see Mikey, TC Mikey. He's in 9th position right now. Let's see if he can improve. He can. He also jumps on the on the third position with the same time as Fieseler. But Fieseler done his time earlier, so he's on third with a 41.33. Here we see Adam, who usually done quite good in qualifying this season so far, but lost a little bit of momentum in the races. Let's see how he does in this qualifying and in the sprint races. Here comes his first timed lap. It's a 41.75. Same time as Elmo. So he's on 10th now. Oh, he turns out of the chicane. This was his... I guess this was his second lap. He finishes still. In the meantime, Nick also with a 41.75, so the same time as Adam, now on 11th. I don't think that Adam won't improve his time. Let's see what Nick does. He's got the same time as Adam and also as Elmo. Let's see if he can improve. A wide line for the last turn, let's see. No improvement for him, so we have so far three drivers with the same time, with Elmo, Adam and Nick, each with a 41.75. And here we see the next TCR driver, TCR Simon, going into his first time lap. Oh, a small contact there out of the chicane and the white line. Doesn't help the time here. And his first time will be a 41.45. Fourth position for him right now, but still one lap to go. Meantime, Shooty jumps on second position with a 41.28. But let's see what Simon's second lap time will be. He takes now over position 2 with a 41.16. And Shooty with some contact out of chicane and he gives up his lap. So Simon takes over position 2, followed by Shooty on third right now. And here we see TCR Spencer doing his outlap. And now going into his first timed lap. So far we got 18 drivers with a time. I think there will be another pair. I don't know if Kovac is driving because he withdrawn from this race. Got another 2 or 3 drivers who are waiting to be called. A little bit of a weird line for Spencer there through the chicane and the contact out of the on the right side into the barrier, so this won't be a good time for him. Yeah, it's a 42.28. Nothing he can be satisfied with. Has to improve in the second lap. He's now second to last. And another bad chicane. Oh, bad qualifying for Spencer there. He gives up his race. Gives up the opportunity to look at Botsy, who already took over the lead in his first lap with a 41.06. He's like the king of Fox. He loves this car. He's very fast in this car. Let's see if he can. I just want to say if he can get under the 41s with his second lap, but no. He crashed in the chicane. So Botsy now in the lead with a 41.06, but I saw Pete and also Troy already beat this time in open qualifyings. Now Pete starts his first time lap, and it seems like Kovac is not driving, so Pete and Troy will be the last two drivers for the qualifying. Little bit of a safety line there through the chicane. He did lift. See what the Sims will say. Check. He got the time. Yeah, he did. He's on 4th position right now with a 41.22. I think he was a little bit faster there. Meanwhile, Troy jumps to 8th position with a 41.46. A white line for Peter, but he didn't crash into the barrier. Let's see what his second time will be. He improves, but not too much. A 41.19, still 4th position for him. I don't think he will be satisfied with that. He was fast in the qualifyings. Let's see if Troy can improve. A little bit of contact here entering the last turn. And he improves. He's the only one who's done a 40. He's done a 40.98, taking the lead in front of Botsy. Let's quickly save the replay and take a look at the standings. See if this works. Yes, it does. So here we have the result of the qualifying. Troy on the lead, followed by Botsy, Luke, Simon, and Pete. So big TCR block. Then Shooty and Fiesler, both Heroes of Racing drivers. Then Mikey, Asko, and Marty. Then Nobodem on 11th, followed by Jan Ole, Blackie. Then Elmo, who was the first one to do a lap. Then Adam, Nick, Mendula, Klaus Adam, Daniel, and someone. And on position 21 and 22, we have TCR Spencer, who will be devastated with his qualifying. And Menza on the last position. But, well, this is a sprint race, and there is a lot of potential for chaos, so I still have quite some hope to get up the field. See for same times. Yeah, we have on 7th and 8th the same time between Fiesler and Mikey. And then from position 14 to 16, 3 times 41.75. And only Blackie with a 41.73, also only 200ths of a second away. So yeah, that's the issue with such short laps. And only 2 digits after the comma. There will be a high possibility for same times. And we probably start with the leg lap soon. And after the leg lap there will be 51 laps of madness. I hope I will get everything on camera. will be an issue, because too much will happen at the same time. So I'm sorry in advance. So if I don't get anything on the camera. Out of grid 1, grid 2, we have already the race running, because they have a shorter qualifying, it seems. After 5 laps we got Ardi in the lead, followed by Mondbrot and Kamikaze. So they're already in the race. Probably finish earlier than we do. Alright, I'll leave you alone with the pictures for just a moment. I'll be right back. Right. This time, Adam only 15th position. Maybe he can improve this time in the lap and the race. So let's see. This will be the first test start. Try and lead. Botzi on second. And here we go. Lag lap for the race. So nothing too serious, but still quite important. Yeah, turn 1 is quite wide at the entry, but after it it's like only half the width. Seems like everything went good. There's a little bit of crashing there in the back of the field. That's Spencer, who already was at the back of the field. And Nick, who probably missed the start. Lag lap. Alright, this was the lag lap. Now we go for the real race. Try again in the lead. Will he dominate further in this season? Let's find out in the first race. We go, first set of lights, second set. And here they go, into the first sprint race. Botzi with a real bad start there. Already took over by Luke and Simon. Don't know what happened there. Did he miss the start? Was it too fast for him? There they go through the first turn. And there's a little bit of crashing. Seems like everyone went through the first chicane fine. Alright, we have, after the first lap, we have Troy still in the lead, followed by Luke and Simon. And Botzi fell back to 4th position. And Shuti fighting with Asko over position 6. Then we have Asko and we have Matti and Fiesler. And Mike is also in between there. Alright, seems like Klaus Adam, Elmo, Norbert M were the victims of this somehow what starting crash there. We have seen Simon letting by Botzi and also Pete. Now Pete's in the draft for the last turn. Botsy's defending on the inside. They go in side by side. You can't do the last turn in the draft. Got losing so much downforce that you go wide. So there's no real overtaking opportunity on this track besides turn 1. Which Pete tries now on the inside, but Botzing holding the outside and gets more momentum out of it. Stays in front. And this is Mikey. And the other one. Who's the other one? I think it's Marty. Yeah, Marty and Mikey seem to have a crash. Car looks quite damaged. And what's that? We missed it. Can we see it here? Luke's taking over the lead from Troy, but Troy is on the outside. Does he have more momentum? I think he goes for the switch back into turn 1. No, Luke holds the inside line, and Luke takes over the lead in his first Grid 1 race in the season. Mikey had to do pit stop because of his crash. It seems like Luke can drive away from Troy. What is that? Does Troy have some damage? Maybe engine damage? Or is he just taking it easy? Oh, Mike will be coming out right in front of the pack there. Yeah, he's waiting. So we got like the top 6 or 7 evenly spaced out. We have Luke in the lead, followed by Troy. Slight mistake in the chicane, who had to let past Botsy now. The Botsy now in second, and Troy losing even more spaces. Now Pete's gone by, and also Simon's already waiting. And behind Simon we have Shooty, who ends this group of 6. Now Marty's also taking the pit stop. He took some time to get back in the pits. And now Troy has to fight off Simon there. Because he couldn't hold the line for the chicane, he now is under attack by Shooty. This goes for the inside for the last turn. Side to side into the last turn. And also side by side out of it. And I think Shooty's passed him on the outside. Around the outside. And he's in front. And of course Asko behind him is also already lurking. Local position. They lost a little bit of contact to Troy there. Spencer, who started on the second to last position, already fought his way up to 9th. So as I already said, all this trouble, he can gain some positions, but now he's under attack by his teammate Nick. Nick goes for the inside in the last turn, and Spence lets him pass. Maybe he's going for the counter attack into turn 1 down the start-finish straight. And Knuckle, another fastest lap by Luke, so he's pulling quite a gap to Botsy. Already 1 second gap to Botsy. And Spencer stays ahead for now. Shooty fought his way past Simon last lap, and now he's behind Troy. Can't keep contact to Pete, so... Oh, we have the first forfeit by Menza, who gave up his race, but he still can join in the second one. There we have Nick and Spencer fighting again. Switching position the last and the first turn, it seems. this time Nick stays back. Maybe they're planning on closing up to Blackie in front of them. Another attack by Nick. This time he is attacking into turn 1. Oh, there's a contact into turn 1. Oh, the bad line through the chicane, and now Adam behind Nick. Can he take advantage of this team internal fight between the TCRs? Adam on the inside of Nick in the last turn, but Nick holds the outside line. Adam with a drift. Adam, he's still behind. But can he... he will attack now into the turn 1. Already passed him in the underpass. Is Nick going for the counter attack? Oh, he says, oh, there's someone in the barrier. It's Blackie. Don't know what happened there. Maybe crashed the desktop or similar. But he lost quite some positions now. So Adam now in the top 10. He started from 15th, so a good race for him so far. 11 laps done. And we have a fight for position 3. Oh no, it's not a fight, it's... It's lapping. Klaus Adam's already getting lapped. Which is quite difficult on this short track, on this narrow track. There are not much spaces you can use to overtake. And there we have Elmo in the pit stop. At the pits, don't know what happened there. And it seems like Nick and Adam fought their way past Spencer. Don't know if Spencer made a mistake there in chicane, because he also got caught by Fiesela, who's passed him. And here we see the fight for the lead. And Botzi passed Luke into the chicane. So probably a mistake in turn 1 by Luke. And now Pete's trying to get past Luke. Seems like they had a little bit of contact there. Pete's now on the inside, going past Luke. The Botzi now in the lead, followed by Pete and Luke. Then a little gap. Then we see Troy, who had the pole position in this race. Oh, Pete still has to fight off Luke there. Pete's on the inside. And he stays ahead for now. Not much moving in this race. We have another fight here. Again, the group around Adam, Spencer and Fiesela. Fiesela are now really close, but that's difficult in the chicane with the draft. And Spencer nearly lost it again in the chicane. Maybe some concentration issues, but he's still close to Fiesela. And in the meantime, sorry I didn't get the camera. In the meantime, Shooty passed Troy, and Troy is now under attack by Simon. So only a good qualifying for Troy, but in the race he seems to not have the pace. And losing position after position, now back to 5th. Here we have a nice fight in the back of the field between Daniel and someone. Daniel now passed someone. Oh, and there seems to be a crash in the chicane. That's Adam, and who's the other one? Adam and Spencer. Big crash out of the chicane. I lost a lot of position. Spencer now back to 15th. Adam on 12th. It happened so far on this track. It's not easy, this chicane. Especially 50 times in a row. And now Adam has to fight the two guys we just saw. Daniel and someone. But he's in front of them now. Let's take a short break and take a look at the top 10. We have Potsy in the lead, followed by Pete, stays close. Then we have Luke, then Shooty and Troy. And Troy is closely followed by Simon. Then we have Asko. Then we have quite a big gap until we see Nick. Then Fiesler, and on the magical 10th position we see Mandula. 10th position is magically because this means pole for the second race, since we're going to turn or reverse the top 10 for the second race. And here we see Nick and Elmo. Elmo's already lapped, has to let past Nick. Lapping is quite an issue on this short track. It seems like it's getting a little bit stretched apart. We still have 20 drivers in this race. So 2 seconds off track for each driver. Right. That's the status in grid 2. We still have Ari in the lead. Kamikaze and Mordbots change position. Kamikaze now in second. Seems like Botsy can pull a small gap to Pete there. This lap he was 1/10 faster than Pete. But Shooty now with the new fastest lap. He's pulling away from Luke and Troy. And oh, this is another lapping with Spencer and Mikey. Mikey also had to do this pit stop after this crash with, I think it was Marty in the first half of the race, or the first couple of laps. Another fastest lap by Shooty, so now Shooty is going to close up to Pete. And the gap's going to shrink. Sounded, there's someone, and it's Luke! Luke joined the spectators, he crashed in the chicane, that's what you heard in the background. He crashed out of the chicane and had to spectate. That's really unlucky for him. He had such a good start in the race, taking over the lead, getting a couple of lead laps, and then this. Also Martin now is timing out. We're down to 19 drivers right now. We're behind Shooty now. Troy is getting under pressure by Simon, but still really hard. And that was someone was standing there out of the chicane. Was Jan Ole? Now the track is clean. Can continue his drive. Yeah, it's really hard to get to stay close to your opponent, especially through the chicane, where you need all the downforce you can get. Now the gap opened again a little bit. And here is another lapping end. Who's that? It's Agnole again. He turned in turn 1 this time. Still have to wait to get a clean track. Maybe he just overheated his rear tires because of this first crash, and now he has to wait again to let the drivers pass to get safely through the chicane. Not a good day for him. The gap in the lead, on the top 3, the gap between Botzi and Pete is 0.8 seconds. And then another 1.4 seconds to Shooty. Now Simon's attacking Troy and gets past him into turn 1, in the last turn, but he goes wide out of it, and Troy is now on the inside, and he goes back past him. But Simon now in a really good position for an attack into turn 1. In the draft, going on the inside, and there's not much Troy can do, braking very late. Can he hold the outside line? They go out side by side, but Troy has the momentum, and he stays in front of Simon. And Simon now had to let go of Troy a little bit again because of the draft through the chicane. Let's see what this big pack is. It's still someone, Daniel and Adam. First it looked like Adam could drive away from them easily, but maybe he's got some damage out of the crash he had. I think it was with Spencer. He goes for the attack in the last turn. Oh, nearly did some maneuver there. And he goes wide, but he got past someone. First it looked like he got into the last turn too fast, but nice maneuver there. Someone tries to counter-attack. He's now on the outside for turn 1. But Adam stays ahead, and I guess safe for now because of the chicane. Behind them, Daniel now has to fight with Spencer. Oh, it's not Spencer. Oh, it's Mikey, who already is lapped down. But he will gain his lap back from Daniel. Right, we have half of the first race done. More than half. And who crashed again? It's Spencer again. Not a good race for him. First the bad qualifying, and now this first race. Really not his day. And Butzi and Pete in the lead. Will get some traffic now. Don't have to lap a couple of drivers ahead of them. And it looks like Fieseler got past Nick. Nick with the mistake out of the chicane, and Fieseler passed him on the back straight. And he seems like he can pull a big enough gap to not get drafted by Nick again. So he's passed now. Butzi borrowing some draft of Spence. Let's see if Spence can do the same favor to Pete, but Pete's not accepting it. He's going to the inside. Quick information out of the two. There are in total 14 drivers. and have one DNF so far. It looks like the gap between Butsy and Pete stayed the same over the couple of last laps. So I guess unless Butsy makes mistakes, Pete can't really get close and past him. They have similar speed. Now Shooty again with the fastest lap of 41.37, but Butsy and Pete were this much slower, maybe half a tenth. And now they have a big group to overlap there. Let's see who it is. It's Daniel, Someone and Norbert M who are also fighting their own fight. This could be problematic. Now Butsy is closing in. Someone already lifting off, letting Butsy pass. Now also Pete. Let's see what Norbert M does. Uh-oh, this looks bad. This looks very bad. Butsy got past Norbert M, but now Pete's blocked by him. And Butsy used the opportunity and now gained a huge gap to Pete, because Pete's still behind Norbert M. And only now passed him. And Butsy used the draft of Daniel there. But he didn't get past. So it comes down to a little bit of luck in lapping. And now Butsy's gone past Daniel. Let's see if it can provide, or can profit of the draft of Daniel a little bit at least. Also now past him, and now they have a little bit of clean track ahead of them, so no more lappings for the next like 5 to 10 laps. Got still 16 laps to go. And now the gap between Butsy and Pete opened to roughly 1 second. And another 1.5 seconds to Shooty there. Still has to get past Daniel. Now that the lapping is over, the fight between Daniel, Norbert M and Someone can continue. But there's already the next group to lap behind them. Now Simon has to fight his way. No, it's Spencer. Spencer got in between this group. And now he has to let Troy pass, I think. At least Troy gained a little bit of time to Simon. So he's quite safe now in position 4. Another fastest lap by Shooty, 41.34. There's someone slow. What's the fight between Someone and Spencer? Oh, there's a big crash! Someone crashed out of the chicane and have to give up his race, and there's another crash. Follow-up crash there. Daniel and Asko. Asko got past, but Daniel... Who's the other one? It's Jan Ole. Jan Ole also victim of this huge crash, because someone had a bad exit out of the chicane because he was fighting with Spencer. Now we're down to 18 drivers. At least no one out of the leading group got affected by this. the odds looking? Still the same between Botzi and Pete. Pete closed the gap down to 0.6, 0.5 seconds again. There's still 12 laps to get past Botzi. Right now on position 10th and the pole position for the next race, Blackie. See, is fighting for some positions there. Our next one would be Adam, but he's still far away. Daniel, after his crash, got lapped. Pete now really close to Botzi, but that's not a good thing for the chicane. But he stays close, he still stays close. And with a good last turn and a bad turn by Botzi, he could be in the draft. It may attack into turn 1. But Botzi doesn't make any mistakes so far. Stays ahead. Let's have a look at the top 10. So we have Botzi in the lead, followed by Pete, and then Shooty, 2 seconds behind them. Then we got Troy, pretty much alone. Next one would be Simon. Then we have Asko, Fieseler, Nick, Mandula, and then on position 10th Blackie, so they're all quite spaced out. I don't think there's going to happen much. So Blackie now still on the magical position 10. We have Simon who has to lap Norbert. Seems like the lapping caused the gap between Botzi and Pete to open a little bit again. Now Marty is back on the server, getting ready for the second race. Is this a fight there? No, it's between the two Adams, Klaus Adam and Adam. And Adam is ahead, he lapped Klaus Adam. Right, the result of the first race in Thread 2 is already in, with Audi, who won the race, followed by Kamikaze and Dietmar with his 3rd place. And we see the next guy to be lapped by Botzi and Pete. Let's see if Klaus Adam does. He's usually a really reasonable driver. He makes enough room for Botzi. And he stays on the right side to let past Pete. And Pete's also passed. And another crash out of the chicane. Daniel against Low. But seems to be everything alright so far. Now 5 laps to go. Botsi now again past Daniel, and let's see what Pete can also get past him. I guess Daniel's going to... He's lifting off. Hopefully he doesn't block Shooty there. That was close. Yeah, 5 laps, or 4 in the rest of this lap, for Pete to may attack Botsi to gain the lead, but so far he doesn't have any chance to get close to him. Or even past. So I think this will stay until the end of the race, unless one of them will make a big mistake. I think this is a direct fight, yeah, between Klaus Adam and Mikey. Mikey with the TCR. TCR Mikey with already 1 pit stop done after his crash. And both of them now had to let past Troy. Let's see how this will happen. Oh. While Mikey let past Troy easily, Klaus Adam didn't, and thereby gaining the position against Mikey. Don't know, I don't think Mikey will be too happy about this. Now, Klaus Adam's going wide, hitting the wall. Is this a chance for Mikey to get his position back? It seems like it. Or maybe Klaus Adam let him pass because he saw what he did there. Oh, we have Botsi now in the draft of Adam. Now he's going into his final lap. And now Shooty is closer to Pete than Pete is to Botsi. And Shooty also with a new personal best. Oh, not personal best, but a new best lap time. But I think, yeah, Pete should hold this until the end. So Botsi is going to win the first sprint race. Followed by Pete and Shooty. On 4th we have Troy. And then Simon, Asko is coming out of the last turn right now. Then we have Fiesler, TCR Nick, Mendula, and Blackie, who's scanning. Whoa, who's got pushed by Botsi nearly. Blackie's the last one who don't have 1 lap back, and he will be on pole position for the second race. Let's quickly save the replay and get an overview over the results. Race results. No, that's not the right result, sorry. This is it. This is this. So we saw Botsi winning the race, 0.7 seconds ahead of Pete, then Shooty, Troy, Simon, Asko, Fiesler, Nick, Mendula, and Blackie, who's got 10th position and thereby pole position for the next race. 11th, Adam, who started on 15th, followed by Spencer, Norbert M, Mikey, Klaus Adam, Daniel, Ola, and Elmo, finishing 2 laps back. But still, he finished. I think we started with 22 drivers this race, 18 finished, so only 4 DNFs. Well, let's hope for no DNF for the second race. But don't have my hopes so high. So really not a good race for Spencer there, starting on second to last position, then fighting into the top 10, and then he had this big crash. I think it was with Adam. I could be mistaken. Meanwhile, the grid for the second race will be built. So starting order will be Plecky, followed by Mandula, then Nick, Fieseler, Asko, Simon, Roy, Shooty, Pete, and Botsy. And then we have Adam, Spencer, Norbert M, Mikey, Klaus Adam, Daniel, Jan Ole, Elmo, and then the drivers who had to end the race with someone, Luke, Mensa, and Marty. There's going to be 5-minute break. Pete's congratulating Botsy for the win. Race will be started in 3 minutes. Again with a lag lap. Alright, we saw a quite interesting race. First surprise was that Troy couldn't hold his lead. Fell back quite far. Finished on 4th at least. We have had Luke as quite a big surprise that he took over the lead and held it for quite some laps, but then he had a big crash. Unfortunately, he fell back and had to give up his race. And then Botsy took over the lead and didn't give it back until the end of the race. He tried his best to stay close to him, but get past him. And then Shooty, who put out some impressive laps. I think he also got the fastest lap of this race, but he wasn't too consistent. He didn't close the gap to to Pete. And then, as I already mentioned, Troy on 4th. Let's see how the second race will evolve, especially with this turned reverse top 10. Quite interesting. Hopefully the start will go well. Right, drivers are asked to ready up. Mike is asking Marty to brake in turn 1 this time. Don't know what happened there. There was a little bit of crashing at the beginning of the race where Mikey was affected. Could be it. Right, only Norbert M to ready up, and then we can start with the second race. Again with the lag lap. No, Blackie in the lead for the second race, but this is just a test start. Here we go. Second leg lap. Seems like everything went fine in the first turn in this leg lap. There's a crash in the chicane. And it's Luke and Marty. Hopefully this doesn't happen in the real start. And there we go, now the real start of this race. There we go. First 2 lights, second 2 lights. And it's green. Start of the second sprint race. Seems like everyone went off their start position fine. Mandula going to the inside to defend, I guess. Nick's getting the outside line, getting past Mandula. T1 seems everything alright. Enzo taking it easy there. No one crashed out of the chicane. Oh, there was a big crash. Who's that? It's Daniel and Marty. Unlucky. Seems like Daniel and Marty had crashed in the chicane. They restart their race from the pit. Now already 1 lap back. Meanwhile, Blackie stayed ahead. Followed by Nick, then Fiesler and Mandula. Pete then, seems like Pete didn't have a quite so good start. He's on 10th. And Butsy is on 8th already. And now Fiesler has to give up his race. Don't know what happened there, but he can rejoin. Just in time. Because Blackie didn't start at his 3rd lap yet, which is the limit for rejoin. Then we have a big fight here between Mandula and Simon, going side by side under the underpass. And also Askos lurking in the back, going on the inside, fighting with Troy there. Oh, Butsy got past Troy there. Very many things happening here in the first couple of laps. Simon and Mandula still fighting. Mandula now on the outside. Simon. But Simon stays ahead. And now Mandula gets passed by Asko. Butsy and Troy really close together behind Mandula. Now Troy's boxed in on the right side. There's a little bit of contact, I think. Butsy drifts in the last turn. Another contact on the exit. Troy has to go wide. And now Shooty's trying to find a way past them both, and behind Shooty there's already Pete lurking. Look, quite a big fight under the big names. And oh, there's the crash. They tried to go full wide into the turn 1 and creating a roadblock there. Seems like Troy got the best out of this. He still stays ahead. Then Butsy and Pete and Shooty are quite far back now. Shooty now is attacking Pete. No, it's Luke. A little bit of contact there. Luke's going wide. Luke's not a slow driver as we learned in the first race. Should you have to fight off Luke and Pete? I think it's Pete who's going on the inside. They're going side by side. Who gives it? Who gives the line? Shooty gets the line. And meanwhile, sorry that we didn't have it on camera. Meanwhile, Nick took over the lead from Blackie, probably the last turn. But Blackie's still close. A lot of things happening, as I already said. Was Adam getting passed by Botsy? It's a slow driver. I think it's Daniel. Yeah, he's already got one lap down. I think he's also one of the drivers who had to rejoin the race. It's Fiesler. And now Blackie gets under pressure by Simon. Blackie with a wild maneuver there into turn 1. Carrying off Simon. Seems like Simon got past Blackie on the outside, but it's not over yet. Blackie, can you hold the inside line? Oh, a little bit of drifting there. I think Simon has to give in. Now he's really close in the draft chicane, which is not good. And yeah, the gap opens a little bit, and now Simon has to fight off Asko behind him. Immediately going for the defensive line there for the last turn. But he stays ahead of Asko. Nick's pulling quite a gap in front of them. Here's Nick, and there we have the group of 3 drivers of Blackie, Simon and Asko. Seems like Blackie is close enough for an attack. He's in the draft again, I think. But Simon immediately tries to break the draft. And Asko now using the draft of his teammate. They're going into the underpass side by side. And Asko's passed for now. Oh, there's another big fight. Fencing. What's between Luke and Klaus Adam, and also Pete somewhere there. Alright, seems like it's settled down a little bit for now. Let's take a look at the top 10. We have Nick in the lead, followed by his teammate Simon, and then the 2 Extreme Racing drivers Asko and Blackie. Then we had Mandula, followed by Adam. Then we have Troy and Botsy. Then we have Mikey, who's closely followed by Shooty. Shooty now, maybe going for the switchback. Oh. Then we have Luke, who's followed by Pete. And then we have Klaus Adam. Shooting now again in the draft of Mikey. Mikey going for the inside line. But Shooty's already ahead a little bit, but he's drifting in the last turn. They're going out side by side. Same momentum it seems. Shooty now a little bit ahead, but not much. Can Mikey gain his position back? Shooty now uses the momentum on the outside line and he's passed. But Mikey still immediately goes back into the draft and try to stay close. It's difficult in this chicane. And there's a crash. Oh, it's Klaus Adam who crashed out of the chicane. His rear wing doesn't look so good. Maybe he has to go for a pit stop even. Yeah, he's going for the pit stop to repair his car. Oh, in the meanwhile, leading change between the TCR drivers Simon and Nick. Simon taking over the lead from Nick. They both pulled quite a gap to Asko. And now Nick's leading the train. Simon's leading the train. I think there was a slow driver somewhere. Could be mistaken. What's he now in the draft of Troy? He's probably going for an attack into turn 1 with the semi-switchback out of the underpass. Botzi showing himself on the inside, braking late, claiming the inside line, but Troy holds the outside line very good, gets out with more momentum, and now Botzi's behind him again. Nice defending by Troy there. Adam got past Mandula there. Adam now in the top 5. And also Troy is now really close to Mandula. Mandula defending against him. Oh, and Mandula turns out of turn 1. Very unlucky. Now behind Luke. Fastest lap by Fiesler, 41.54. And we see that Asko closed up to Nick. And Nick's now defending on the inside for turn 1. Staying ahead. But Asko's still close. And Mandula gave up his race, so that's it for his racing evening. Asko now with the next chance in the next lap for turn 1. Nick again on the inside. And we see the same maneuver again. But we see Nick got some problems there. And Asko now managed to stay close through the chicane. But this time he's too far away to start an attack into turn 1. Here we see a fight at the back of the field between Elmo and Jan Ole. But I think Jan Ole is too far away to gain under draft by Elmo. Big 4 group there. Blackie, Adam, Troy and Botzi getting really close together. Blackie trying to use the slipstream of Fiesler. And Troy is now past Adam. But Adam tries to keep the pressure up and goes on the inside of Troy for the underpass in turn 1. And oh, there's a free wide through turn 1. What a maneuver. And oh, Botsy's forcing Troy on a difficult line through the chicane. But he himself also had a difficult line. But this looked dangerous. It's free wide into turn 1, but it went out fine. And there's another big fight. Oh, it's a fight of the back markers. Fiesler gained 1 position against Lars Adam. And Nick and Asko are still fighting. Sounded like a honking with those cars that don't have any horns. Blackie, Adam and Troy again very close together. And also Botsy is already behind him. Blackie with a wide line that gives Adam the chance for his draft, and he's immediately using it, going for the inside. Troy also waiting behind him. And Adam gets past, but Blackie now maybe with the counter attack. Adam with the semi-defensive line. Blackie cuts through again. And they're getting closer and closer now. Difficult. Oh, Botsy forcing Troy again on the difficult line through the chicane, which gives Adam some breathing room there. Botsy and Troy, because of this maneuver, lost so much momentum that Shooty gone by Botsy and also Troy, it seems. Shooty on the inside, Troy on the outside. A little bit of contact. Shooty. Oh, what a bad hit there. And now he's on a very bad position. But he can continue. Yeah, that got really close going through the right side out of the last turn. And there was a small contact which was enough to unbalance Shooty's car, so he had nearly turned, or he turned and couldn't catch his car. And now Botsy got past Troy. And now let's see what my... Oh, it looks like Luke had an accident in the chicane. Dumb set. All this fighting throws Troy back. He had to let past Botsy. And now he's under attack by Pete, who's going for the inside into turn 1. Another contact there. Oh, this was very close on the exit. Will Troy give in? He don't give Pete the line, so another difficult line for the chicane. And they're losing quite some time to Botsy, I think. And it seems like Asko had to let go Nick a little bit. They were closer a couple of laps ago. Let's take a look at Luke's car, which looked... Well, his front wing looks damaged. So Pete now past Troy, but still a bit to go until they reach Botsy. Botsy now on the draft of Adam. Adam holding the inside line, going through the underpass. Botsy with quite some momentum on the outside line, but there's also Blackie still waiting. A little bit of contact and dropping there, and Adam gives in, gives the position to Botsy. And now Botsy also... I think Blackie made a mistake out of the chicane there. The Botsy immediately closed up to him and gained another position. And Blackie tried to use the slipstream, nearly throwing his car into the wall. he really doesn't want to get caught by Adam, I think. And now he has to slipstream. What's he defending on the inside? Okay, I think this is, yeah, there's some lapping issues there. Spencer and Matti. Well, Adam closed up to Blackie and they're side by side now. And some contacts are going into the last turn. Quite some aggressive fighting between those two. But Adam now got past Blackie. And behind them, Pete's waiting for his opportunity to gain another 1 or 2 positions to stay close to Botzi, I guess. See Spencer and Luke fighting their internal fight, but not much fighting there. And again, the fight between Blackie and oh, who is it? No, it's Blackie and Troy. I don't know what happened there, but Blackie fought back quite a bit. I guess he had some issues in the chicane. Didn't have it on stream, I'm sorry for that, but Blackie fought far back there. Luke and Spence still fighting. Spence now on the inside. Gets past again. Oh, this was really close. Spencer nearly took out Mikey. Shooty after his unfortunate crash out of the last turn on position 13. Meanwhile, we had Jan Ola who gave up his race, so we're down to 20 drivers now. Not the best race for Shooty, it seems. He hit the wall because he was boxed in by Mikey there. Hopefully his damage, his suspension got not much damage from this. Here we see Pete and Troy. Right now in position 6 and 7. And in front of them there's Adam. And it seems like Luke and Spencer still got their internal fight going there. Every time in turn 1 they change position. Spencer ahead, at least for now. That's a slow driver. But that's Adam who turned to spun out of the first turn. It seems like Nick made some mistakes and Asko's close again, and now Asko's attacking Nick for the second position into the last turn. They go in side by side. Asko now in the dirty air of Nick. Avoids the contact with the barrier and stays close to Nick. He's in the draft still. Nick gives him the outside line. Now they go through the underpass into turn 1. I think Asko's a little bit ahead. Oh, Nick boxed him in, but nearly pit maneuvered himself, and now Asko going for the attack into the chicane and get past Nick. So change in position 2 there. Asko now in position 2, followed by Nick. And Nick had to let go a little bit there, and seems like Botzi's going too close up to him. Oh, there's a little bit of misunderstanding while lapping. Daniel is already 1 lap down. Spencer and Luke still fighting. Having fun there. And also Elmo and someone fighting for 15th position there. While I think it's Fiesela who's with them. Try to get his lap back. He's one of the drivers who had to restart their laps. I think it was already in lap 2, so he's already 2 laps down. But he stays out of this fight. Looks like Mikey had some issues there. Or no, it wasn't Mikey, it was Luke who let him pass. Seems like he had a contact there. Nobodam going into the wall, trying to defend. Oh, this was a bad maneuver. Who was it? I think it was Luke. Yeah, Luke forced Norbert M into the wall, entering the chicane. This wasn't a really good maneuver. And now Norbert M is stuck in the chicane. Hopefully he can get out without causing more trouble. And Botsy closed up to Nick. And he got past him, and Adam's also fighting within there. Do we see the next crash into the chicane? No, Adams gets also past Nick. Nick now gets turned out of the chicane, but he can continue. I think he got turned by Pete or Troy there. Pete now had to let go Troy. I don't know what happened to Norbert M there, if he got the drive-through penalty by admin or because he was speeding in the pit lane. Gisela getting his lap back from Elmo. Alright, after all this trouble, let's see. Simon's still in the lead, comfortably. Nick, followed by Asko. And then we have Botsy, who got past Nick. Then we have Adam, Troy and Pete. Then we have Blackie. And Nick fell back because of this turn out of the chicane. He's now on 8th position. Followed by Spencer. And Shooty's on the 10th. Oh, Adam with the mistake out of the chicane and had to let past Troy. Let's see if Pete got enough momentum to catch him too. Pete's going for the inside in the last turn. Gets in front of him and he's passed. Botsy on 3rd, Troy on 4th and Pete on 5th. This is a fight, another TCR internal fight between Luke and Mikey. Luke's ahead right now, but Mikey on the outside could get past him. Luke with a slightly broken nose there on his Fox. Oh, and Mikey goes into the wall. Seems like Fiesela gave his position back to Elmo, his lap. Botzi is getting closer and closer to Asko. We got 9 laps to go. Only half a second away now. But he also has the problem that it's hard to stay close, and they have only 8 laps to go. So I guess he still wants the second position. I don't think he's going for the lead because Simon is still 8 seconds away from them. So I think Botzi is aiming for position 2 now. And not much movement behind them. Troy, Pete and Adam evenly spaced out. So I don't think they will have a go for the 3rd position, so I think the last big fight will be for position 2 between Botzi and Asko. Botzi's still not close enough, but now they run into lapping. In front of them I think it's Daniel. Who could interfere in this fight. Hopefully not. I think now is the time for Daniel, really reasonable, making space there. Botzi's still not in drafting distance and now is getting into dirty on the last turn. Looks really close now. Let's see. They nearly match their lap times. Only 0.02 seconds of a difference. Next one they run into, I think it's Mensa first. Another fastest lap, again by Shuti, 41.26. Shuti's now in position 10. After his unlucky spun out of the last turn. Let's see what Mensa's do. He's going for the white line in turn 1, very wise. And I think they don't reach the next drivers in front of them. Oh, there's a crash in the chicane. Plus Adam, who's already driving again, so no blockade there. Three laps to go, 3 laps for Botzi to still get the second position or for Asko to defend his second position. Will be an interesting fight. Now Botzi's in the drafting distance. Is he going for the attack in turn 1? He's going for the inside. Asko's breaking late, get the momentum out of turn 1. Botzi's still on the inside and Botzi's passed. Botzi now on second position in front of Asko. So he had to wait until lap the third last lap to get to second position. Now we have this three-way fight for the last couple of laps. Nick, followed by Spencer and Shooty. Shooty pulling some impressive laps in the last laps, impressive lap times. Now in the draft of Spencer, going for the outside, but still not side by side. Spencer holding the inside line, defending his position. They're fighting from position 8 to 10 here. Last lap now for Simon. Shooty for the inside. Oh, he touches Spence and nearly turns again, putting Spence into the barrier. Very risky maneuver there. And let's see the last couple of 100 meters for Simon. Don't know. I think it's his first. It's his first victory in Grid 1. And there we go. Simon wins the second sprint race for this fourth round of CityLiga 24. Congratulations. He's followed by Botzi, followed by Asko, closely followed by Troy and Pete. Then we have Adam with a good 6th position there. Then we have Blackie, who put a nice fight with him, with Nick. Then Spencer, who stay ahead of Shooty. Shooty gets 10th. Then we have Luke and Mikey. And I think Fiesler is the last who's on the actual lap, but still 2 laps down. Now he's also finished. Right, let's quickly save the replay to get the results. There we go, this is the result of the second race. Simon with an 8-second gap to Botzi. On third, Asko nearly with his second place, but still a good result. Then Troy, followed by Pete. Then Adam, then Blackie and Nick, Spencer and Shooty. Then Luke and Mikey. Mike, the last one who's not a lap down. Then Elmo, Fiesler, Menza, and Daniel, and in the end, Lars Adam. So 17 out of 22 finished, 5 with 5 DNFs. Quite an interesting race again. Alright. Let's get the background for the next race. Alright, quickly, Grid 2, Race 2 results. Audi with the second win, followed by Mondbrot and Kamikaze. And you're still seeing the results for our second race. Alright, this was CityLiga Round 4 of CityLiga Season 24. With our 2 sprint races. I think overall Botzi got the most points of it with a victory and the second place. So he is probably the quote-unquote winner. It's always a little bit difficult to get a winner out of 2 sprint races. Next week, or in 14 days, in 2 weeks time, we're going to be on Kyoto National with a car that divides the drivers. Some love it, some hate it. We're going to race the raceabout on Kyoto 2. If you like the stream, then tune in 2 weeks' time. Let me quickly check how many laps we're going to do there. It will be a 52 lap race with a time qualifying, no pit stops. So probably 75-minute race. So tune in again if you're interested. Until next time, goodbye.